Welcome everyone to Living with the Times. Today is the third day of the month of Tamuz, Gimel Tamuz, and this is a very, very important day because on this day, 29 years ago, the Lubavitcher Rebbe passed away. He was the leader of the Chabad movement for 40 years. When he began, he had a very, very tiny following in Crown Heights in Brooklyn. And by the time he passed away 40 years later, Chabad had become a worldwide phenomenon where the Rebbe empowered thousands and thousands of shlichim, messengers, who set up Chabad institutions literally all over the world. And so the Rebbe quite literally revolutionized the Jewish world. Everyone knows that Chabad is everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And there are approximately over 4,000 Chabad couples. It's almost 10,000 messengers of the Rebbe, bringing the very best of Judaism to every Jew wherever they are, and also to human beings altogether. One of the things that the Rebbe did was he began to encourage people all over the world, non-Jews, to look into and begin observing the 7 mitzvot b'nei Noach, the 7 universal laws that apply to every human being. So the Rebbe reached out to the whole world, and people from all over the world, Jews and non-Jews, visited the Rebbe to ask advice and just to be in his holy presence. So there's a very interesting understanding of what the Rebbe did. Is the Baal Shem Tov on Rosh Hashanah, 1 year on Rosh Hashanah, had what's called an aliyat neshama, an elevation of soul. And in this very, very elevated place, he found himself in the presence of the soul of the Mashiach. And he asked him, when is the Master coming? And the Mashiach answered him, Vayafutzu ma'anatecha chutza, when the well springs of your teachings reach the whole world, reach the farthest limits. And of course, the Baal Shem Tov is the founder of the Hasidic movement. And so we can understand that the Lubavitcher Rebbe took these 3 words, Vayafutzu ma'anatecha chutza, and he created a reality where the teachings of Torah, through the messengers, through the shlichim that he empowered, brought the Torah all over the world. And so he took the Baal Shem Tov's vision and the mission that the Mashiach put upon him, and he fulfilled it. And there's a very, very important concept in the Zohar that says that when a tzaddik leaves this world, his influence and his energy doubles. And we can see this with the Lubavitcher Rebbe, because in the 29 years since he has passed away, the number of Chabad institutions have practically tripled in the last 29 years. It is truly astounding, the reach of Chabad and the good work that they're doing. And it's still being influenced and directed by the Rebbe. So he had a very, very beautiful idea. He explained that the word for a messenger, a shaliach, is 338. And when you add, 348. And when you add a yud to the word shaliach, it equals 358, which is Mashiach. So why add a yud? The Baal Shem Tov taught that every Jew has a point of Mashiach in them. And we learn from Rav Ginsburg that when enough people manifest and activate their individual spark of Mashiach, it will create a critical mass of redemptive energy, which will bring the Mashiach and redemptive energy into reality. And so the Rebbe empowered a whole generation of people to take the Torah out to the world, but also by adding the Yud equals 10, and that is representing the 10 Svirot, the 10 divine emanations, which are soul powers. The soul has certain powers which are manifest through the Svirot. And so you take the word Shaliach and you add a Yud, a 10, it equals Mashiach. So what we can learn from this is you don't have to be a Chabadnik to take this spark of redemptive energy, the spark of godliness in the soul, and to spread light, spread love, spread good deeds. This is a message for all of Israel. And so we commemorate the passing of the Lubavitcher Rebbe today on Gimel Tamuz, and may we see all the sparks of individual messianic energy that we all have. May it all coalesce and create an energy that will bring the Mashiach and the full redemption to the world.